Hello and welcome back to my channel. I knew we made a lot of stupid mistakes, but these teens went to jail for it. This is Roxana. She attacked her brother with a knife as a part of a plot to kill her own entire family. There is another guy involved here saying that he had a relationship with Roxana and that he victimized her with inappropriate sexual behavior.
Disgusted with this whole legal circus since it started.
That's Jeff Sikorsky, the father of Roxana, following his adopted daughter's court appearance today. She was sentenced to 10 to 20 years in prison for attacking her brother with a knife as part of a plot to kill the entire family.
I'm still confused how a 15-year-old who couldn't buy a beer or buy a gun or buy a car is an adult.
Sikorsky, who is now 17, was involved in a relationship with Michael Rivera in October of 2014 when the attack plot unfolded. Rivera was 22 at the time. The judge said he victimized Roxana with inappropriate sexual behavior. Her father claims she was raped and that Plymouth Township Police and the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office did not act quickly enough.
She's vulnerable, she's young. I mean, obviously, if she got caught up with Rivera, who knows what could happen in prison, right?
Rivera is serving a life sentence after being convicted for his part in the plot. Sikorsky agreed to a plea deal back in February. 6 other felony counts were dropped when she agreed to 1 count of assault with intent to murder.
This teenager freaks out and cries, begging the officers not to take him. His family thinks that he did nothing wrong and started to sell stuff for the bail, while the other people in his school supported the victims.
Scared of returning to jail, 18-year-old Fernando Salgado begs to get to go home after hearing his bail is set at $300,000, and he will not get a chance at reducing that for 2 weeks. His family reacting to disrupting court. Is this the same young man who is sobbing today, the same student who authorities say sodomized another teen with a piece of metal rebar? His family says no as they conjure up plans to pay the big bail amount.
You know, we're going to be selling watermelons. Please come and support Nando because he's not that person.
Deep divide in the community as some show up to events like this last night to support the teacher, Salgado, and the 2 underage boys accused of being involved in the attacks at A.B. Miller High School. The teacher, who authorities say encouraged the attack, is free on $100,000 bail, back in court at the end of August. Both teacher and student facing lengthy jail sentences and a life branded as sex offenders.
This next teen murdered 3 people during a plot to steal money and drugs and received a life sentence for it.
Think of what one has to do to receive life in prison times 6 plus a decade more, and Russell Burrell did it. The 19-year-old sentenced in Superior Court Monday for murdering Shamika Barrows, Damian Colon, both 22, and Michael Martin, 23, at Providence's Maplewood Terrace Apartments in July 2012. Burrell and 3 others conspired to rob Martin of marijuana and money, forcing their way into his apartment on that summer evening. Burrell executed Martin and Colon with a 9mm Glock as they were being herded into a rear kitchen. He then finished the magazine off on Shamika Barrows, who had simply woken up from a nap. Russell Burrell pleaded guilty in November of 2013. A judge sentenced 2 other defendants earlier this month, including Quandell Husband, age 18. A 4th waits to hear his fate.
Philip Chisholm murdered his 24-year-old high school teacher and was sentenced to life.
Philip Chisholm, on indictment number 2013-1446001. The jury, having returned a verdict of guilty of murder in the 1st degree on deliberate premeditation and extreme atrocity and cruelty, you will hearken to the sentence the court has awarded against you. The court, having duly considered your offenses, It is hereby ordered that you be committed to the Department of Youth Services until the age of 21, and furthermore committed to the Massachusetts Correctional Institution at Cedar Junction.
This 15-year-old teen murdered a pizza delivery guy and denies it.
Shane Varnador was killed last March after he delivered a pizza to a Harrington Road apartment complex. A jury took only 2 hours to convict Lofton in the murder. Another suspect is yet to face trial. Now, both prosecutors and the defense agreed Georgia law would not allow a teen that young, 14 at the time of the crime, to be sentenced to life without parole. That upset Varnador's family. Lofton heads to prison denying any involvement.
I just want to say that I'm sorry for your loss, but I did not kill your son. And I wasn't a shooter. That's it, Joe.
I wish I could give you more time than I can because I think you're a cold-blooded killer.
And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed watching the video, give it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And goodbye.